Hi Capricorn, it's CJ here from CJ Soul Messages. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing really good, Capricorn, and life's treating you well. This reading will be for you for the month of August 2022, or of course, time being fluid, so whenever you're drawn to this reading, there probably is a message in it from Spirit for you. Okay, Capricorn, let's just get started, and I asked, please remember, it's not a general, or it's not a one-to-one, I mean. So take what flows to you and leave the rest behind, okay? Let's get started, Spirit, for our beautiful Earth sign, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on with them. All right. Show me clearly, please. Capricorn. 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 All right, let's begin. All right, we have the Hermit coming off right from the start, Major Arcana, Virgo's card. 7 of Cups, that's interesting. When I was pre-shuffling off camera, these two cards kept showing up. So, they're definitely meant for you. Okay, the World, 2 Major Arcana now. Justice, Libra's card. King of Swords, well, that makes sense. And the Lovers, wow, Gemini. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the Page of Swords. And it is followed by the Fountain, so I'm going to take that here. We do have the 7 of Swords showing up as well. We'll see how that plays out, how Spirit wants to give the messages for me to receive. Okay, Capricorn, we're going to start with what is on the bottom of the deck here. It is the Page of Swords. Now, Page of Swords, beautiful energy here. This is air. This is obviously all about our communication, the way we communicate, our logic. But it also can be some message that is coming in. Could even be a lot of messages. Page of Swords is that new way of thinking, a brand new beginning, but it's still in the early stages of a new way of using our logic, really. It is followed by the Fountain. So this is very interesting because the Fountain, this is my Fountain deck, by the way. This is the only extra card in the tarot. For this deck, and the Fountain is one of the most beautiful, powerful cards in this deck. So for it to show up in your reading, there's something deeply spiritual going on with you, around you, whether you're aware of that right now or not. But look at this card. It is like the Star card. Speaks of healing. It speaks of protection, of being released, things being released from you. And the overall energy of just being connected with oneness, right? Like with the universe, the cosmos, everything that you believe in, right? Especially if you're watching tarot, you probably have a little bit of some kind of belief that you trust in. The Fountain card is of the highest level here in this deck. It is it's like the spirit realm comes through to really want to cut into you in the most beautifulest way to remind you of your wholeness, of your oneness, of your divine sense of who you are and how you are connected to the magic of this world and other worlds. So it's showing up, and I'm kind of feeling like this is here because it is needed after some kind of hurt, betrayal. Something has been taken from you because it was after the 7 of Swords. I did mention that, right? And then we have the Moon. So it's like there was things hidden from you. The Moon is Pisces card. It does talk about, not being able to see clearly, perhaps other people keeping things hidden from you. But whatever, it does indicate that. And it is followed with the 7 of Swords, which is that energy of someone really stealing from you. Could be in the literal sense, just taking your emotions, taking your love, and doing something tricky behind your back, because the 7 of Swords does typically speak of stealing. So I feel like the Fountain is coming into almost like put a bridge between what happened with someone taking from you and allowing you to kind of heal so that you can begin again with the Page of Swords here. All right, so now we're going to get into the spread. We've got the Hermit. It's followed by Justice. The Hermit is all that energy of you really needing to go inside, going in within yourself to connect to your higher wisdom, your higher soul, that deep part of you that knows you like no other. And sometimes we don't even we're not even really aware of what we're thinking or feeling until we take that time out. So the Hermit is showing up because I feel like there is something that you're really needing to, figure out how you want to proceed forward. So it's that energy of being alone, not really relying on anyone else, but really going deep inside yourself to look for the answers. It's shining the light inwardly. It is followed by Justice underneath, which is, like I said, Libra's card. Justice. It's the balance of scales. It is things coming back into harmony. It is the energy of fairness, right? Truth being told and acknowledged. But it is underneath the Hermit card, so I'm feeling like you are trying to get some kind of balance into your life after probably something that was quite destructive, with the Seven of Swords. The next cards is the Seven of Cups and the King of Swords. It's like Seven of Cups. Yes, it's watery, it's emotions, it's relationships. My card's washing that out. Camera, I mean. But it's confusion in the mind. It's a lot of opportunities, a lot of different ways you can go. It's a lot of thinking going on, even though it is our emotions. But the cups are up in the air, which it really has that feeling of, I'm not sure which way to go. My emotions feel tugged in all different kind of ways here. Excuse me, Capricorn. I have a lot of allergies, so they kick up once in a while, especially during spring and summer. My apologies. Seven of Cups. It feels like you really just aren't sure of which way to go. Now, I feel like this is probably involving some kind of a relationship because we do have the Lovers here. But it may not. It could be it could be involving some kind of a move that you're trying to figure out in your career. Maybe someone lied to you in your career and they didn't give you that raise or they didn't give you that bonus. But it does feel a lot more connected deeply within you. Not to say that we can't be in love with our careers, but I'm picking up on a little bit of a different energy here. The Seven of Cups is followed by the King of Swords. So it's like King of Swords, advisor, if you think of like an attorney, if you think about a lawyer, they're very witty, right? They're very smart. So this is either suggesting that you need to get very clear in your mind because the Seven of Cups might be leaving you just kind of in that, analyst paralysis, where you're just analyzing everything with your emotions and it stops you from making a choice. But however this applies to you, the King of Swords is a good energy here because it is one of, it's stability. Emotions don't really play a part at all in the King of Swords. And, wow, I'm just noticing that I'm holding this and it looks like it's just wiped out. He is clear cut, really is concise with his words, concise with his communication, knows exactly what he wants, does not tolerate liars or manipulators or any kind of wishy-washy energy. He really doesn't. He just stands in his truth of clarity. So I feel like this is coming towards you here in August, after a time of going inward to find some answers. And it's like this energy of getting very clear in your mind leads you to a next stage, which is like letting this cycle, because we have the world, this cycle close out. I mean, the world shows up at the end, right? It's when the journey is done. The next card is going to be the Fool, which is the new beginning, right? So the world is showing up here to let you know that this is a completion month regarding something. And it does feel more for, like I said, about some kind of key relationship in your life. We'll leave it like that. We'll see what comes out in the clarifiers. But the Lovers, Gemini's card here. Now, in this deck particularly, when the Lovers shows up, it feels very harmonious because the energy that's coming across is that they're absolutely mirroring each other. There's a beautiful light of divine coming right down, touching both of their hands, and they're highly connected. But it is also still the traditional choice card. So with the cards that are around here, Capricorn, I am feeling like there's been something that has happened in a key relationship, as I said, wherever that might fit, that you have stumbled upon some kind of lies, some kind of deceit anyways, however deep that goes, but because the Fountain card is here, it does feel like it probably was quite painful for you. And you've really had to take a step back and look inside to try and get your mind clear, but also to get your emotions back on track and to figure out how you want to handle this situation. Nevertheless, however this is going to turn out, it is going to be a closure. You are going to get closure here with the world showing up. And you are going to have this new way of thinking, communicating, speaking. As I said, for some of you, you may be receiving messages of some kind of a betrayal. And when that happens, some of you may actually be taking legal matters, justice, right, into your hands. But you're definitely going to be taking some time out to really get clear with what way you want to go now, what way you're going to go forward. So let's get into some clarifiers. I want to see what's under the Seven of Swords. I said the moon. There we go. There's the star. So you see how the star is like beautiful. It's a beautiful card of healing, releasing, letting go, even forgiveness on some level. You see how these two cards are so similar? But the Fountain card is even that much more vibrant with that beautiful angelic energy around. So, this is definitely for some of you guys out there. There's a lot of healing that is going to be taking place in August. I almost said in July. So for some of you, maybe this has happened around July. Okay, no, I'm going to use my Light Seers deck. Sorry, they are like, nope. Let's get into clarifying, getting a little added advice for you, Capricorn. We've got the King of Swords again on the bottom of the deck. So he's showing up twice. For some of you, this is going to be you actually embodying that kind of energy and getting very clear with the direction you're heading and how you are going to even cut off ties from this Seven of Swords situation. For others of you, this could be someone around you that is going to help you through this. It's going to help you get some answers and to get some clarity, okay? All right, let's begin with clarifying and getting some added advice, guidance, spirit for Capricorn regarding this reading. Okay, we do come out. Four of Cups, and we have the Empress. Wow. Okay. So the Four of Cups energy here is feeling like there's a stage where you get that you are quite dissatisfied. And maybe you're even feeling like, is this the best that it's going to ever get? Like, is this all there is going to be? Is just betrayal, lies, people not speaking the truth, people not really supporting you? Because the Four of Cups is that kind of really blocked energy, that kind of just stagnant energy. Yet there is the promise with the Fourth Cup here that there's magic happening behind the scenes. You just may not be able to see it, but it is happening. It is, if you can just go inside like the Hermit and actually see what positives you can get out of this situation. The next card that came out is the Empress. Now, they didn't dictate where they wanted these cards, so I'm just taking them as added energy, added guidance for you, Capricorn, in this reading. The Empress, this is a gorgeous card because it is Earth, right? Your Earth. It's like, even though you've gone through something that probably really kind of shook your world up a little bit, there is now the promise here of things coming to balance, things coming to harvest, actually getting to a point where you're going to feel healed and supported and blossoming. Like, sometimes we go through shit and it's so bad, but on the other side, we realize that, man, if we wouldn't have gone through that, we would never have gotten to this abundance that's coming towards us. And abundance meaning whatever, love, money, growth, abundance in loving yourself and feeling connected with yourself. All of those things is the Empress. But remember, it's like her stomach is full, right? It's 9 months. There's a baby in her tummy. Although in this card, it is the world. So in some ways, it's almost like you're getting another confirmation that this cycle is ending for you and a new one is about to begin, because she's about to give birth to a new life. So this showing up, it's like there is a lot of hope and there's a lot of positivity coming in the future for you, Capricorn. But there is some kind of a choice, I will put it like a choice, of whether you can let go of this person, this situation, and see what it was that you were able to learn from it so that you can move forward in a new cycle, beginning a new journey. Okay, let's continue and see what else. Here we have your card right on the bottom here. The Devil. There's you. You're showing up in your own reading. You know, I have to say that some of the energy is that perhaps if you've been in a relationship, and whatever, friendship, lover, you know, however long, whatever it is, we have many different kinds of relationships. There is probably something a little bit toxic about this relationship that was keeping you feeling a little stuck, keeping you a little bit just really unable to break free. And I really feel that's why the King of Swords has come out twice, is because you're going to be needing to use that precise ability to cut off that and those that are not meant for you, that are not really actually part of your soul tribe here. Okay, let's see. What else? Is there any other added advice? Ooh, cards are flipping around here. Added advice, guidance, spirit for Capricorn, please. There we go. Yeah, we've got the Five of Swords. We've got strength on the bottom too. Five of Swords and the Ace of Wands. You know, like, whatever this is that you have gone through, I really feel like there's been a lot of confusion in your world. A lot of confusion, and it feels, because like on this Five of Swords card, I don't know if my camera will pick it up, but this person in the very back has won, right? They've won the battle, and I'm gonna try and hold it up as close. There's blood on the ground there, and he's holding his head because he's been injured, right? So it feels like this has been quite a, how can I put this? I don't feel like it was a very positive union. And I really feel Spirit is telling you that this is going to be the month where it finally closes out. Some of you, again, may be using the justice system. You may be having to go to court, something like that. You may actually have a lawyer, attorney, counselor, something involved here, because Justice and King of Swords are right beside each other. And then we have Gemini, right? So this whole row here is air. So I just feel like this is going to be a major turning point for you, Capricorn. And when you get through this, you're going to be a lot more happier, a lot more at peace, and you're going to be a lot more excited to start this new journey that you are going to be offered with the Ace of Wands. This is a beautiful card. Absolutely gorgeous card. Wands, fire, right? It's our passion. It's our, it's that energy that just makes you feel so alive and so excited to get up and start every day. It's that energy that you cannot wait to see that other person, because there's such a beautiful union and happiness and laughter, and just, you just feel alive with this card. And it also is, for me as an intuitive, Ace of Wands has always been for me, when it flips up out of a card or out of a reading, it always is, if there's a question that you've been asking about, if it's a yes or a no, when Ace of Wands shows up, it is always yes for me, always. So if you are saying to yourself, for example, do I cut this person out of my life? The answer is yes. However that applies to you, okay? But it is a beautiful new beginning in what I feel is like this new life that you're going to start going on, this new journey. We do have strength, bottom of the deck, Leo's card. And the moon showing up again here, that's 2 times. Strength, you've got the ability to persevere through this. You have that wonderful, courageous energy within yourself, Capricorn, to really push through and go for what it is that you truly, really want in your heart of hearts. And you can get fired up if you need to, right? So there's nothing weak about you. Even if you are having a difficult time right now, I'm reminding you that you have that brave heart within you. And so don't let anyone take that away from you. It is followed with the moon. As I said, oh my gosh, I love this when it comes together. We have the Fool, okay? So there we go. One cycle ending, a brand new one beginning. But I want to talk about the moon because it's showing up twice now. Capricorn, there is an area of your life, if you're resonating with this reading, of course, There is an area of your life where you haven't been able to see clearly, where everything has been a little bit more dark, a little bit more murky. You might be able to see little bits, but you're not getting the whole picture. It's coming clear this month. Things are going to be revealed for you, really for you, even if it is a message that you're receiving of a betrayal that you might not even be aware of at this moment. But you are going to get clear, and it is happening for you because you are so deserving of having a new beginning, a new start, a new exciting journey to enter. And with that, I say, wow, the Fool. There we go. There's something closing out in your world this month of August, and a new beginning is starting for you with the Fool. Beautiful energy, very exciting. It feels refreshing. And you might have to take a leap of faith here. You might just have to take a leap of faith in this moving forward, and letting the past lie behind you. But it will be very worth it. Very worth it. She is holding a jewel in her hand, with the promise that abundance, love, excitement, freedom, and joy, and more importantly, peace to come into your life, So yeah, that's what I've got for you so far. You know what? I'm going to pull you I think I'm going to get you an oracle message to try and close this reading up. Not try, but to close it out. I just want to see if there's any other information that they want to give you, any inspiring quotes, something like that. This is a very profound reading because when the fountain shows up, it is absolutely the highest level of energy, of protection, of guidance, of reassurance. You're going through the very last stages of this cycle. And although at times it might feel quite hard, and you may feel quite confused and unsure of where to put your next foot, you will be guided. And you are going to end up in a place where I feel like you are going to look back and you're going to be really grateful for leaving this behind, making the choice to leave this behind. So before I go on and get one of these, I just want to go through the astrological signs because some of you really like that. So we have Gemini, we have Libra, we have Gemini, we have Leo, we have Pisces, which showed up twice. We have Libra with the Justice. We have Virgo with the Hermit. The only thing we have Cups, but only one. I really kind of feel like most of you might be dealing with a Gemini or a Libra or Aquarius here. Obviously, it doesn't have to be, but we do have quite a bit of air showing up. So take that with a grain of salt. It doesn't mean it's going to be for everyone, right? Okay, let's get you a closing oracle, Pearl of Wisdom. And we are going into Build on Your Dreams. We are going into Leo season. We are in Leo season, actually, right now. So Leos they are ruled by the sun. So again, whatever this is that has been hidden from you, whatever secrets that may be lying there, believe and trust that this month in August, the sun is going to illuminate it all. And even if it's the last week when we go into Virgo season with the Hermit, it's still illumination. It's complete illumination. He's holding the light to see which way to go, right? So whatever this is going to be shown to you. So if you are suspecting and you know that there's something going on, but you haven't been able to get the clarity, you haven't been able to see it completely clearly yet, maybe you haven't gotten all the answers, know that by the end of September or end of August, you're going to, you'll receive it. Okay, so it says build on your dreams. This is a beautiful card. And this feels very poignant because one cycle is closing out and you've got this new one beginning. So it is this time to start building on your dreams and what you want. Your heart guides you as you resurrect a forgotten dream and gain insights into your own ability. Events are about to change. So that is what Spirit wants you to know. Things are changing now. And perhaps for some of you, oh my gosh, and on the bottom of the deck, change for the future. So I will read this. Beautiful horse on it. If there's something that you have forgotten about in your past, some hobby, something that you used to do, some dream that you put aside because of whatever reason, you know, perhaps tap back into that. It'll help you also to get very clear with the direction you want to go in this new journey that you're going to start. Just something to ponder. So we have change for the future. Stand firm and challenge past events in your life. The belief you need to work hard to achieve is no longer relevant. Let go and you will be rewarded in a most unexpected way. Affirmation is I am strong. So I'll show this to you just in case you want it. It's beautiful artwork on here. Gorgeous cards. There we go. Yeah, that's cards just telling you whatever wasn't good for you in the past, it's time for you to let go. It says let go and you will be rewarded in the most unexpected way. The Empress, the Fool, this beginning, this new beautiful beginning for you. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to close this off. I hope it helped in some way. Thank you so much for all your support on my channel. I appreciate and love each and every one of you guys. Have a wonderful month, and I hope to see you back here at a later time. Take care.